Hello lovely people, hope you're all enjoying the sunshine. As you can see, it is glorious here in West Sussex. It is so lovely. It was really cold the past few days. I went to Legoland, which is a real shame, but it's amazing here. And I don't normally do a live stream this time of the week, but I thought I'd jump on to a little bonus because I'm seeing a lot of people getting very confused and making healthy eating a lot more complicated than it has to be. And yes, in certain circumstances, it can be more complicated if you have allergies, if you have medical conditions, that kind of thing. But for most people, it really is very simple. So I'm going to give you 3 super easy tips you can do starting right now, today, with your next meal, and you don't even need to go shopping or cook anything differently that you were maybe going to make already. Number 1 is half a plate of vegetables. Whatever you're having for your evening meal tonight, make half the plate vegetables, and that can apply to any meal in the world. It could be pie and chips, it could be pizza, it could be burger, anything you like. But if you only make that kind of food, or whatever else you're having, it could be something more nutritious as well, half the plate, and then you make the other half of the plate vegetables or salad if you want, that is instantly going to make your meal way more nutritious. You're going to get a load of fiber and vitamins, and if you need to lose weight, it's going to instantly lower the calorie content as well. Super easy. Half a plate of vegetables. Number 2, protein. Make sure you have at least a quarter to a third of your plate as protein. Again, this can apply to any meal in the world. It could be a vegan kind of chickpea burger, it could be fish fingers, it could be a roast dinner, it could be all sorts of things. It could be sausages to have with your mash. Make sure a decent amount is protein. Protein is good for 2 reasons. First of all, it's really filling. It helps fill you up, which if you're in a calorie deficit, you're trying to lose weight, is important. We don't like hunger, right? And the other thing is, it supports muscles. So if you're exercising, it will help repair your muscles, so you won't be so achy the next day. You'll be able to get stronger. The other thing it does is it helps build muscle. Now, I know that's quite a scary concept for women who don't want to look like Hulk Hogan, but what I mean is, when you tell me that you want to look toned, all that means is you can see your muscles, okay? That toned look, that definition is muscle. So if you don't have muscles, you won't look toned because there'll be nothing to see. So protein is really important to have it every meal, and ideally every snack as well. You can get protein shakes and bars. It could be some peanut butter and apple. There's all sorts of things. Yogurts, they've all got protein in, so try and have some at every meal and snack. And the third one is a schedule. Now, I'd love to get everybody eating intuitively and just respond to your hunger. When you're hungry, eat. Stop when you're full. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Unfortunately, the vast majority of us have lost touch with that instinct. Now, it is possible to get back, but in the meantime, it really helps to plan ahead and have a schedule for your eating patterns, and your body actually likes that. Your body likes sticking to a routine, and you'll start to find that your hunger levels fluctuate with your routine, so you learn to eat at appropriate times, and it will stop you overeating and mindlessly picking, because it won't be part of your schedule. You know, you won't think, shall I have a biscuit right now? Well, have you had your afternoon snack? If you have, you've had it, and then you don't need another one, do you? So if you schedule in certain meal times and you know kind of roughly what you're going to eat at each meal, it doesn't have to be exact. It could be lunchtime is some sort of protein and salad, evening meal is some sort of cooked protein, a little bit of starchy vegetables or some rice or something, and a big load of green vegetables. Snacks could be a piece of fruit and something else, whatever, you know. It can be as vague or as specific as you want to make it, but if having a schedule will really help you to stay on track, and it really takes some of the thought process away as well. If you already know in advance when you're going to be eating and what you're going to be eating, you don't need to stress about it. You just follow the schedule. And when your life is busy and chaotic, and it really is, it is enough when you're a mum, but when you're working as well, and maybe you've got other things in, it's just one less thing to think about, and you're more likely to get it right if you don't have to buy things on the fly. Because if you're starving hungry, you haven't got organised, and you haven't eaten in ages, it's so much easier to just go and buy like 3 packets of crisps and flatten them. Whereas if you planned ahead and you've got things in your bag and you know what you're going to have and you know when you're going to have them, you're much more likely to make healthier choices. So just to recap, first tip, half a plate of vegetables or salad with every main meal. Always, regardless of what you're having. Pie and chips, fish and chips, pizza, whatever. If that's the case, fine, but have half a plate of vegetables. Number 2, decent amount of protein, 1/4 to 1/3 of your plate of protein at each main meal, ideally in snacks as well. Help keep you full, help support your muscles. Number 3, find a schedule that works for you and stick to it. Doesn't mean you have to stick to it forever. Doesn't work, you can tweak it, but find and create a schedule for you and give it a go. Right, I would love to know if you've got some any other tips, because of course they were really basic healthy tips that anyone can do, and you can start today, and you don't need to go shopping, you don't need to buy anything, you don't need to change what you were going to plan to cook for supper. You can do that starting right now. So what I'd like to know is, have you got any tips that you could share with everybody here that they can also start right now, that require very little effort, very little thought process, and don't need you to go out and buy anything or plan anything, that people can start right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts and get some more tips added to the list. So comment below and I'll look over them later, and I can't wait to see some of your ideas as well. Right, have a lovely afternoon, everyone. Enjoy the sun, make the most of it. Vitamin D is good for you, remember, and I will see you all later.